xQc and Forsen have been having a Minecraft speedrun rivalry for years now. Forsen is currently winning, but xQc is catching up. So I decided to make a song for my GOAT xQc to help him reclaim the title of Minecraft champion. So whenever xQc does runs on his stream, he always plays this like really up-tempo trance music. He listens to an artist called Sienna Sleep a lot, so I'm gonna make a song in that similar style. So I found this Serum preset on Splice, and then I came up with this melody. Pretty sick. And then I think it'd be cool to harmonize some of the notes in this melody. So I'm going to duplicate this, and then I'm going to rearrange some of the notes to make a harmony for the main melody. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. All right, now I'm going to go on Splice and find a kick. I think this one sounds pretty good. And I'm also going to find a bass. All right, I got the bass laid down, and we got the kick. And then I just sidechained the leads, and I also put some reverb on there, and just an EQ to cut out the lows. So here's what it sounds like. Alright, so that's going to be like the basic foundation of the drop. So now we need something for the intro and the verse. I'm thinking we do like a plucky kind of sound. Okay, so I found this pluck, shout out to Virtual Riot, and I just put down the same melody from the lead synth, but then I added just some power chords playing the chord progression. And I added some reverb and delay. And for the intro, I just put a low pass filter on here, and I just automated it to sweep up. And then I also automated the sidechain. So it starts out with no sidechain, and then it automates to slowly start sidechaining over time. So here's what that sounds like. Now I want this track to kind of slowly build. So for the build up, I just put a low pass filter on the kick. And then I got just a basic snare roll. And I found this hat loop, and I also put a low pass filter on it. I think we need another synth to layer up with this pluck, so I'm gonna go find something. All right, so I found another synth. Here's what it sounds like. All right, it sounded pretty good so far. I'm just gonna add some effects to help transition between sections. So I added this little white noise sweep. And then some more white noise for the buildup. And then going into the drop, I got this deep impact sound. And I got this reverse white noise sweep. And then I just got this like reverse bass sound. So here's what the buildup sounds like going into the drop. All right, it sounds pretty good so far. Now I just need to extend the drop and add some more stuff. Okay, so going into the second part of the drop, I added this crash. And then I added another hi-hat loop. And then I added a clap. And this part's kind of cool. So on the first part of the drop, I'm going to have the lead synth playing in the high octave. But then on the second half of the drop, I'm going to drop the lead synth an octave down and then add the harmony and also add the plucks from the verse. So here's what all the synths sound like together going into the second half of the drop. Sounds pretty sick. So for the second half of the song, I think I'm going to change up the chord progression. So for the first half, I'm doing a 6-5-4-5. So it just starts on the minor 6. Then it goes down to 5. It's just like descending down to 4. And then back up to 5. I think for the second half, I'm going to basically reverse that. So now I have the plucks doing 4, 5, 6, 3. So it's ascending instead of descending. And then it goes down to the 3. So here's what that sounds like. And also for the second verse, I put a low pass filter on the bass just to make it a little less aggressive. And I gotta just play in eighth notes. And I'm also gonna switch up the drum groove a little bit. So I got another hat loop, and it's doing this kind of D&B type groove. And I'm also gonna add another synth. So here's what the second verse sounds like all together. And then we just go back into the drop, but this time with the new chord progression, so I just changed up all the MIDI. And we're almost done, but I want to add a little bit of vocals with some cool vocal effects. So I'm going to do that now.
xQc.
The record will break.
As you can see, I added some cool pitch effects. Okay, last thing I'm going to do, I found this clip of xQc.
Bomb!
And then I chopped it up a little bit, I added some compression, some reverb, some delay, and here's what it sounds like. Hell yeah. Alright, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna play a little bit of the track, but if you want to hear the whole thing, the link is in the description and in the comments, and it's also on Spotify and SoundCloud and all the platforms. So check it out, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.